action on EA Sports. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From American Airlines Center in Dallas, tonight, the Dallas Mavericks playing host to the LA Clippers. Our opening tip won by the Mavericks, and we're underway in Dallas. To Porzingis.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Doncic. His man was close, but he finds a way to score.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Jackson with it. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. To Leonard. Jackson. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard missed his first. That one goes.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Doncic to Hardaway. Porzingis knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Gets it in the right corner. George, it's good. Coach wants to see more from his D. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Strong finish for Paul George.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Dallas has it. Doncic to Hardaway. Porzingis to Luka Doncic. 4-3. Doncic showing why the Mavs traded up to get him.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
It's George for two. Can't connect. To Hardaway. The screen sets him up for two.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Take stock of the floor. Paul George to Marcus Morris. Shot clock winding down. George doesn't get the bounce. Doncic to Porzingis. Had a chance, but it's no good. Leonard to Batum. Nothing going here on that drive. Batum to Paul George. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. PG lets it fly. And the rebound comes down to Dallas. Doncic. Easy pass to the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Jackson with it. Trailing by 4. To Leonard. Curling inside. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Proud City.
Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Batum to Leonard. The pass set it all up.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Dallas owns the basketball. Doncic to Porzingis. KP, Kristaps Porzingis. 2-4 now.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Nothing going here on that drive. From the painted area, won't go down. He connects off the step back.
What was once a tight space is no longer. There is absolutely no way the defender can recover after that move.
To Reggie Jackson. Kristaps blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Ibaka. Willie Cauley-Stein rejects it. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Willie Cauley-Stein. Kristaps Porzingis able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Throws it down.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
To George. Shot from the lane won't go.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Trey Burke against George. Down to Cauley-Stein. He gets it.
This comes down to great execution both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can carry this into the second quarter.
George to Ibaka. George. They'll take it from downtown. Let's see, Jay, if that wakes them up.
Yeah, that was a big-time three, but the most important possession is now, the one you're currently in. Don't focus on the next play, but focus on the present.
Doncic to Richardson. Five seconds to shoot. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. To Ibaka. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 4. Good start.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Mavericks with the possession.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
The pass taken away by the Clippers. And he's fouled. He's gone to the line for 2.
Hey, look, Sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Paul George at the line for 2 shots. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one goes down. And he makes them both. Burke with it. Up by 3. Serge Ibaka. Huge block. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Mavericks. Doncic. And the Clippers with the rebound. Clippers have the basketball. Beverly to Ibaka. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Trey Burke. So it'll stay with the LA Clippers. Ibaka. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Richardson. Doncic. Shot from in close, no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Brunson to Richardson. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Josh Richardson. His first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Leonard. No, I missed a short one there. The shot, almost. The follow won't go either. Into front court comes Rondo. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Leonard to Ibaka. Down to 5 on the 24. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Mavericks with the basketball. Brunson to Richardson. Here comes the screen. Josh Richardson, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Rondo with the basketball. Shot clock's off as they'll search for a tying bucket. The pass taken away by the Clippers. And the finish, slam dunk. First quarter's complete. This game is all tied up. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. It's the Clippers with the possession now. To Marcus Morris. Kennard. Nothing going here on that drive. Nikola Batum. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there.
Brunson to Richardson. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Richardson. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Screen coming. Kennard. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. Time to shuffle things up. LA with 4 to shoot. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Reggie Jackson has got 2 shots coming. A career 85% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Brunson. To Richardson. Rebound Marcus Morris. Jackson with it. They lead it. 4-point game. Dallas with the possession. To Brunson. Has a chance. Can't connect. Rondo into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Jackson. To Nick Batum. Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Defense making the ball carrier work. And counted at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Here's Rondo with it. Leads 4. Jackson to Batum. To Marcus Morris. Fine to shoot. Jackson. George had made his first couple, but he misses there. Brunson to Richardson. Here comes the screen. Richardson to Brunson. Has a look. It's no good. Not sure what he was thinking there. It's LA Clippers ball. Jackson to Nick Batum. Jackson to Marcus Morris. Count it.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Brunson to Porzingis. Brunson. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Reggie Jackson. With a drop step. Not that time. To Porzingis. Clippers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And scores. Strong take.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Brunson to Porzingis. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Kristaps Porzingis. Couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. LA Clippers with the basketball. To Batum. Probing the defense. Leonard to Marcus Morris. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Marcus Morris at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. And he connects on the first free throw. able to convert on both free throws. Doncic. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. To Marcus Morris. Leonard. To Paul George. Nikola Batum. He's 2 for 2 now.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Sizing up the defense. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy 2 on the other end after the turnover.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from long range. Doncic showing why the Mavs traded up to get him.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Paul George to Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Dallas has it. Trey Burke. Tough matchup against George. Cauley Stein to Hardaway. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. Into the front court comes Rondo. It's an 8-point lead. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Rajon Rondo. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Doncic. On the shot clock. Fires the 3, shakes free, and hits.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
George, textbook defense. Burke with it. 5-point game. To Luka Doncic. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. Has a look. And he drains it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Marcus Morris. Here comes the screen. Paul George fires. And the rebound belongs to the Mavericks. Burke with it. They're down 3. The pass taken away by the Clippers. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Here comes the screen. Beyond the arc for 3. Had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Dallas owns the basketball. Shot from in close, no good. George to Marcus Morris. Paul George. Off the assist.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Dallas with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line. Trey Burke has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 79% at the line. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Jackson with it. Lead stands at 7. To Marcus Morris. It's PG for 2. Not that time. Burke with it. Right now, down 7. To Hardaway. Has a chance. Burke's shot off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Jackson. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. Substitution being made in this one. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. For 3. Luka Doncic, marked man. Shot altered and no good. Clippers have the basketball. First half comes to an end. The Clippers are out in front.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Clippers entered the locker room with a comfortable lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Mavericks have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Assists.
The Dallas Mavericks struggled to play the angles and allowed too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of this situation.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Jackson. Pass stolen by the Mavericks.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Luka Doncic slams it down.
Here's what's brilliant about Luka Doncic. Everybody thinks that you need to be fast or be able to ISO somebody and create your own shot with your speed or your athleticism or your explosiveness. That is not the case. Doncic is 6'8", 230 pounds. Put that smaller guard on your hip, post him up, walk him down, shoot shots over the top. If you have an uncanny style of play, that game can reward you a ton in this league.
Leonard to Jackson. Not done yet. Reggie Jackson. Consistent effort. He's at 50%. To Luka Doncic. Nothing going here on that drive. Porzingis. Short jumper off the mark. Jackson with it. His team up by 7. Here's Leonard for 2. The screen sets him up for 2.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Can't connect from in close. Jackson with it. It's a 9-point lead. To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Leonard to Nick Batum. Porzingis with the rebound. To Luka Doncic. KP, Kristaps Porzingis. He's 3 for 7.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's LA Clippers ball. Here comes the screen. Surveys the floor. Leonard to Reggie Jackson. Leonard. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Doncic to Hardaway. Here comes the screen. To Luka Doncic. Cleans it up. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
First free throw is good. 2 for 2 on that trip. To George. Nothing going here on that drive. Kawhi Leonard knocks it down off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Doncic. To Porzingis. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Marcus Morris the rebound. Jackson with it. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle and not landing.
The drive right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Mavericks with the possession. To Luka Doncic. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Short jumper off the mark. Nicola. He's now 4 for 6.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
To Porzingis. And the Clippers have the rebound. Jackson with it. The lead stands at 9. Leonard to Batum. Leonard. Another chance. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Hardaway to Luka Doncic. Driving right to the basket. Tim Hardaway Jr. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
You see, this is why players get out here hours before the game and they get a really good lather.
Deep right corner. Paul George, 4-2. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. To Luka Doncic. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. LA Clippers with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Beverly knocked loose. Mavs have it. To Luka Doncic. Knocked loose. Hardaway. Clippers have it. Beverly to Leonard. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2. Serge Ibaka, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Mavericks with the basketball. With a drop step. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. George to Ibaka. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Hardaway. Screen coming. Hardaway against George. To Richardson. Shot clock winding down. Josh Richardson getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. Beverly into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. To Paul George. Fires the three. Jay, I don't know if you call that the shooter's touch, but they will take it.
Well, essentially, the touch did help the ball go in, Ed. I don't know. I might have to agree to disagree on that.
Brunson to Richardson. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
I'll take that.
Paul George to Leonard. The drive right to the basket. Runner's good there.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
The Mavericks signal for timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. To Porzingis. Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Burke with it. His guys down big. Deep two there, won't go. Kennard. Leonard to Marcus Morris. Scores from the post.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Brunson. Marcus Morris with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Kristaps Porzingis pins it. That's his third block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
New blood coming in for both sides. Beverly into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Dallas with the possession. Brunson. And throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Trying to cash in. They love this hustle. Brunson. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. To Brunson. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a chance. No good. Rondo with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Luke Kennard snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Clippers have the basketball. To Luke Kennard. LA with 4 to shoot. Here comes the screen. Rondo. Cauley Stein with the rebound. Deep three at the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. And a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. Dallas with the basketballs. We begin the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Jackson with it. His guys leading by 14. Ibaka to Jackson. Reggie Jackson rocks the rim. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. Kennard to Ibaka. Short jumper won't go down.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
It goes down.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Jackson to Luke Kennard. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Kennard to Reggie Jackson. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Beverly. Here's a chance from long range. That's what he does best. Kennard drills the 3.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. Kristaps Porzingis tips it. Fourth this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Count the 2 for KP at the rim.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
To Jackson. It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Shot from the lane won't go. Takes stock of the floor to Ibaka. Looks to make a move. Beverly. To Ibaka. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Serge Ibaka with a piece. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one goes down. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Beverly. From the painted area, won't go down. Doncic to Hardaway. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Shot won't go. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Hat-trick Beverly. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Hardaway to Luka Doncic. And he finishes at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's LA Clippers ball. To Ibaka. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Kennard to Beverly. Trying to cash in. Beverly's shot no good. To Hardaway. Porzingis. Great look and vision. Count the bucket for 2.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Ibaka. Can't connect from inside. Doncic to Hardaway. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. Has a chance. And it's Zubac with the rebound. Couple of cracks at the line now.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Rajon Rondo at the line for 2 shots. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Dallas has it. Probing the defense. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
To Leonard. Curling inside. Here comes the screen. Kristaps Porzingis swats it. Ooh, 5 now.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Here's Leonard for 2. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Even to Zubac. Sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Leonard to Marcus Morris. Nikola Batum. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Has a look and hits off a killer step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Here comes the screen. To Leonard. Not that time. To Brunson. Hardaway. To Porzingis. Even to Zubats. Sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And count the basket.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Brunson to Porzingis. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. To Leonard. And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Dallas owns the basketball. Sizing up the defense. To Hardaway. Here comes the screen. Hardaway against Paul George. From long range. And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. To George. Nice pass to get things going.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Porzingis. Hardaway. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Hardaway.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3. Got it. takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. LA Clippers with the basketball. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Doncic. Porzingis matched up with Paul George. Dallas with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Luka Doncic, marked man, shot altered and no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
The shot rejected by Doncic.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Kawhi Leonard, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Knocked loose, and that's going to be out of bounds off of George. It's going to stay with Dallas. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Hits the late 3 at the buzzer, but it's not going to be enough. This game is all over. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers added a win with today's solid victory. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Mavericks didn't get the victory they wanted here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
The Los Angeles Clippers did their best work away from the basket. They used a combination of perimeter defense and long-range scoring to get themselves the win.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in a zone, he just took it to another level. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.